All right, guys, welcome to the Real Shot 256. Today is Friday. It is the weekend, and it is Friday the 17th, May 17th. Um, we woke up to a loose of a flash crash in the market overnight. Pretty much, actually, I was watching it last night as the first leg of that happened, and then later on that night, it turned out that we dropped another about 10 to 15% or so, supposedly due to a huge 250 billion or 250 million dollar sell order on Bitfinex. Oh, sorry, BidMEX. Um, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Tell you my thoughts on it. But first, let's look at the markets and see how we're doing. So market cap is at 231 currently, volume 108,000. We did see a drop in volume that coincides with the drop, obviously in Bitcoin. Obviously, also market cap went down from the 250 range down to 231. I mean, that is actually something that's correlated with the price of Bitcoin. So no surprise there. But due to that crash, as we usually say in this channel, is if you see Bitcoin moving downward, then you're going to see the altcoins moving in the same direction, only a bit harder, right? Usually that's what happens. And we saw that happening with Bitcoin and the alts, giving all of their gains back. Um, it was nice to see that the altcoins were actually moving in an upward direction for the last few days. And Ethereum had a nice 20% run. Some other altcoins. Had told you guys in my previous video, I entered a trade on Litecoin, and that actually it turned out to be like a 15% move. So it turned out to be a pretty good move. So waking up today and looking at all the red numbers was a little discouraging to say the least. I did get out of my Litecoin trade, so didn't lose there. However, I did keep some money in Bitcoin, and so I also gave some of those gains back to the market, unfortunately. But I'm already looking to get back on some of those, and I bought somewhere an earlier dip in Bitcoin, and it's already up. In fact, let's do a little technical analysis. Start with Bitcoin here. Something that I was telling you guys about last video as well. I talked to you about the. Let me get this out of the way. I talked to you about the this right here. That was the first sign to me of a reversal, setting a lower high. Right, we had not actually done that in a long time. If you see that, we were setting higher highs and higher lows all throughout this whole run, and then lo and behold, last couple of days we see this pattern here forming with the first lower high and lower low here as well to coincide with that. We did see the RSI cross down to the bear um, to the bear territory, and they kind of took over from there. And you saw what happened here: huge dip, flash crashing all the way down to, and again, I'm using Binance, all the way down to about 61.60. Depending on what exchange you're using, you might see a different price at the bottom there. But huge move. Some people are again talking about it, saying that it was a BitMEX order that caused a flash crash. I personally don't believe that that's something that is necessarily true. As I was saying, this formation here was the first indicator to me that we were ready to go ahead and do a retracement. Go watch my last video. I pretty much talk about that there, and then you guys can comment on this video and tell me your thoughts as well. But that was the first thing that I saw coming, starting to form, and then from there, I mean, you could just see the continuation of that all the way down here. Now, this obviously you see a lot of hunts in the crypto markets. I'm not surprised to see that. Honestly, I told you guys in the previous video, I don't usually set stop losses, but for some reason, I said, what if it goes all the way down to like 5,000? There's that small chance. I'm already looking at this forming up, and I'm thinking, just this one time, I'm gonna do it. And I did. I set my stop loss. I'll tell you guys right here. Um, right there is where I set my stop loss. And I mean, look at this thing. It was massive. I mean, it just plowed through everybody's stop losses here. I mean, it just liquidated everybody and definitely killed a lot of longs if anybody was long after after this maybe. Then I mean, it killed everybody. So unfortunate to see, but this is again, it goes back to what I was telling you guys, and I'm a firm believer these crypto markets are definitely very, very wild, and you see these things here. A correction, obviously, that was definitely due. We were overdue for that. Look at this parabolic run. Again, the harder they rise, the harder they fall. Now, there is some good news along with it, though. We can see all of the buying pressure down here. I mean, there's a ton of people that just started buying that dip, right, at several points throughout this flash crash here. And people just started buying back in. And really, really, I mean, we gave up all those losses. I mean, whoever was buying in, I mean, just, regained a lot of those losses, right? Not me. I was actually asleep while all this happened. So anyway, so that's a good sign, right? We have a lot of buying pressure up here, and we recouped quite a bit from there. And then the other thing that is also good about this is I was looking to close today's daily candle above 20, I'm sorry, about 72.50 or above. If we did, then we could see some continuation on the upside. And we actually did. We actually did. We closed the candle around 73.35, way above the mark. Well, again, I was looking at 72.50 at least for a daily close if we wanted to see that continuation back up, right? If we wanted to see Bitcoin retest the highs again, which now it looks like we have confirmation that Bitcoin is likely to retest these highs or at least try. I personally, here's what I'm looking for. I think we're going to set a lower high. I'm actually going to change this so we can show it a little better. So on the daily, we should see a lower high. It's probably going to grind, but it's going to hit this resistance and going to retest it there. Probably come down again. And then again, from this point, we'll reassess. We'll see. I don't think that and this also another thing. This also confirms to me that this pump was not due to the consensus. Um, it's not. It wasn't the consensus pump. It just being the market. Again, from April to early summer or beginning of summer, we do see this kind of a typical move for Bitcoin, right? So I don't, again, I'm not ready. We're not completely out. Consensus just, I mean, the last day of consensus was just Wednesday, so don't want to, put the carriage before the horse and say that, hey, this is definitely a generic or a organic run. It actually it has nothing to do with consensus. Not ready to say that either way, but the way it's looking right now, because we did close that daily candle above 72.50, I am definitely back on the more bullish side. And I think again we're going to test this range up here. We might still get rejected there, come back down, and then retest it again. We'll take it from there. We'll reassess, see how much volume we have on the upside on the buying side, and see if we can go back into this range up here past this resistance point, and in between the 33 or I'm sorry, the $8,300 level and the $8,000 level. We'll see, how we do here and see if we do pierce through that with some nice volume to follow it along, and then we can, start talking about, the next stage, the next move, which would could likely again, with some good volume, could likely lead us into this 8,700 high 8,000 area to Next stop will be around 9,300, 9,400, mid 9,000s, and then ultimately to back to 10 grand. Somebody made an outrageous claim. We'll see how outrageous that actually pans out to be. Someone on Twitter said that we would see $11,000 Bitcoin by July. Not ready to jump on board on that quite yet. I definitely, again, want to take it a step at a time and see how things are going before I make sort of a longer term prediction. But here's again something that I think you can count on is closing that daily above 7250. We're definitely going to test the higher the former highs and see how it goes from there. So, and going back to that retracement, this flash crash, we were definitely due for a correction. So that's my mindset is still on that. Like I think that this is still something that we were due for, and it's just a natural correction from the market. This, come on, guys, be honest. Have you guys done the math? Um, Look at this. I actually posted on my Instagram about this. The Real Shots of 56 at Instagram. Follow me there as well, so you can look at, again, I tell you guys what I'm going to be talking about on these videos by going to my Instagram, and you guys can look at and kind of prep for what I'll be talking about. So, $250 million, right? That was the supposed order that took place on BitMEX and supposedly cost a 20% flash crash. Okay, now think about that, guys. Over here we have a market cap. Total market cap for Bitcoin is 129, 130 billion dollars. So if you do the math and divide the 250 million by the 130 million overall market cap of Bitcoin, which again, not all of it is sitting in one location. Not all of it is sitting at BitMEX. Sorry, I keep saying Bitstamp. Not all of it is sitting here at BitMEX. I mean, it's only a fraction of this sitting there. Yeah, it's more meaningful to BitMEX, but way, way less meaningful for the overall Bitcoin market cap. So if you divide this number by the 250 million sell order, you get, you guessed it, 1.9% of Bitcoin's market cap. Do you guys really think that 1.9% of Bitcoin's market cap is going to cause a flash crash of 20%? In fact, that might be even more. Let's measure this guy. And we'll even start from here. We'll start at this point here. And all the way down, here's the end of it. 21%. And I'm being a little generous, tiny bit. 21%. So you're telling me that a 1.9% of Bitcoin's total market cap sell order is going to cost this? I must be missing something. I don't think so. Guys, I really think this is just a natural correction of the market, doing what it's supposed to do. Just, acting the way it's supposed to act. We were severely, severely due for a correction of some sort. Look at the NVT. This is the daily chart. How long has this been going on? It's been in the red zone for an extended amount of time. Again, let's do the math. Let's measure this guy now. From this point, we don't really care about the price change, but up until this correction point here, you've got 45 days of the NVT reaching the red zone. And look at this. That's outrageous. We were so overdue for a pullback, for a correction. No way this is caused by $250 million. That's just FUD. That's just people who are telling you, oh yeah, they want to tie the news to a dip. And again, this is the reason why I started this channel. This is one of the biggest reasons I started this channel, is because there's a lot of crap out there circulating telling people, oh, it's because of this news. Oh, it's because of this happened. It's because China banned crypto. It's because BitMEX put in a $250 million sell order. No, guys, this is a market. That's what they do. There's big players in the market. There's hell of savvier investors playing this market. I mean, these guys are just trained, seasoned professionals who know how to move the market, who know what the market is going to do. I mean, it's really hard to compete against that. So if you hear anybody tell you that, oh, it's because of this news, it's because of that news. No, guys. I mean, do some fundamental technical analysis, and this will tell you. A lot of people don't like to hear that. They say that technical analysis is not valid for crypto markets, but guess what, guys? It is, and I'm showing you proof right here, right here. I mean, look at that retracement into the 0.382, perfect on the nose. Do you think that was manipulation? No, guys. A lot of this is due to bot trading. A lot of this is algorithmic trading. And guess what? It's telling you right there, that's your confirmation. The bots are doing the work, and they're doing it how like they're supposed to. So let me know what you guys think. I know some of you guys are going to disagree with me. So let's have a clean debate, and let us know what you guys think. We'll talk about this, and see what you guys think. All right. So yeah, so that was the BitMEX news. Again, guys, I posted the short story on it on my Instagram. If you guys want to go check that out, please definitely do check out my Instagram channel. I post there regularly. Um, let's see. This was also related to the whole Bitfinex thing. Now this is Bitfinex. Sorry, somebody moving a lot of Bitcoin into a Bitfinex wallet. Now this was something that I also wanted to talk to you guys about. Uh, Here's the news. CoinDesk um, catching on to the news that um, court officials pretty much putting their foot down and saying, Tether, you are not allowed to share any funds or do any favors to Bitfinex while the investigation is going on. You cannot lend them any money. You cannot commingle funds or whatever you guys are thinking of doing, whatever mess you guys are thinking of doing. So it's a good thing. Bitfinex did do their EIO, and supposedly they raised $1 billion. So that should be enough to cover the lost funds until they quote unquote recover the $850 million that went missing all of a sudden. So as far as that's concerned, it does kind of put sort of a short-term resolution on that. You can tell that Bitfinex is not going to go under because they're missing $850 million. If the news is true that they did raise the 1 billion, then we can be pretty clear that um, that Bitfinex is going to stick around for a while. Um, and then you see the prior news, the prior post, 1,500 BTC moved into Bitfinex. They have friends, they have people with influence. They know a bunch of these whales, and I'm sure. I mean, that's all it is. Just one of their nice whale friends spotting them 1,500 BTC for liquidity purposes. I mean, that's just my speculation. That's just me. I don't actually know anybody there. So again, I'm just shooting from the hip. Don't take any of what I say seriously. Don't take me as financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. This is all for my own personal entertainment and hopefully yours as well. Um, all right, guys. So kind of a short video today, but just wanted to get out here and kind of give you my take on what's going on. Hope that you have a great weekend. You have something planned for this weekend. I know I will be taking it easy and just get a bunch of stuff done around the house. I'm preparing for a baby, so that's going to keep me busy for the next couple of weekends. So yeah, definitely remember to share the video with your friends, family, anybody who likes crypto. Also, give us some likes and don't forget to leave your comments down below. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. We will talk to you on the next one.